Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Antoine Smith, Open Field Report. Y'all know how I do it. I got to speak on everything and everything out there in the sports world. Because that's what I do. But, y'all already done heard. Jimmy Butler wants a trade. And like my boy Steve Harvey say, for what? And I tell y'all for what. Excuse me. Y'all know Butler has never been a fan of Andrew Wiggins. And, I don't think he's a fan of Cat Towns either. Because for one, they're young. True enough, they have superstar potential. But he's as he said before, he doesn't think they give their effort, night in, night out. And I can totally understand that. But, that falls back on the head coach also. As my boy Marlon Copeland would say. He has uber talent, in Minnesota not to succeed. And if Jimmy Butler can't succeed in Minnesota, where can he succeed? Evidently, I guess he thinks he has three spots where he could succeed, or either it's just for a big payday. He has given three teams that he wouldn't mind being traded to, and we'll have to wait to see, what they have to offer in return. Those three teams would be the Brooklyn Nets, the Los Angeles Clippers, and one more team, the New York Knicks, who I actually think is the favorite to, land Jimmy Butler, because rumor has it that Butler and Kyrie Irving may end up, with New York anyway, once their contracts are up. Jimmy Butler has 1 year left on his deal, and the next year after that is an option year, so, he decides where he wants to go after that anyway. So be careful, teams that are willing to trade for Jimmy Butler, be careful, because 1 year on his deal, if they traded you somewhere that you didn't ask to be traded, it's just a 1 year rental, and you've lost draft picks and players, and 9 times out of 10 you're rebuilding again. So yeah, that it's going to be interesting to see where he lands. Now, to be honest, I don't think the Lakers are out of the question. He said the Clippers, but trust me, the Lakers are right next door, and I think he would, still want to go play with LeBron, and the type of defense that he brings, to the table, I think it would help LeBron a whole lot. But Butler, he's, one of the best two-way players in the game. Plays offense and defense. He can average you about 20 points a game easily. Probably about 7 rebounds. Probably 4 or 5 assists. Like I said, he's an all-around player. The situation in Minnesota has gotten ugly, so I don't too much blame him, for, wanting out. But it is what it is, like I always say. Next man up. Let's see what happens. And on top of that, let's see what happens in Minnesota once he leaves. Because I actually think, nothing changes. Teals might be out soon. They might be rebuilding again, which they seem to do year in and year out. But, only time will tell. That's my thoughts on this. Jimmy Butler wants out of Minnesota, so we shall see. But until then, y'all know where to catch me at. Right here on these websites. And hey, drop me an inbox if it's a topic you want me to discuss. And I got you. Because I'm always giving my thoughts. Till next time, it's your boy Smitty. Peace out.